Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, it's time for the change. Let's get to it. So, Update 2.0 for Destiny 2 has come out, and with it, it has come with all the changes that go with it. So, all of your weapons are going to be mishmashed around, and it used to be in that power slot, and now it's in the energy slot, or it's in the power slot before, and now it's in the kinetic slot. It was in the kinetic slot and before, now it's in the energy slot, and it might have been in the energy slot before, and now it's in the kinetic slot. So weapons that used to be in certain slots got switched around. Some are still in the same slot, some are in new slots. In addition to that, you have the changes to the Crucible. So now whenever you kill someone, they are guaranteed to drop special ammo, and special ammo drops act like heavy or power weapon drops. They have a timer with it, so if no one picks it up within a certain amount of time, it disappears. Along with that is also the changes to the time to kill. So time to kill has gone down. You have the return of the shoulder charge. Getting hit or hitting someone with a shoulder charge is a one-hit kill. Double tap, melees, take people out. People are going to be running around with shotguns and sniper rifles and fusion rifles. Is this completely unbalanced? Well, no, not really. They tried to balance out people running around with shotguns with less ammo. So if you take one shotgun in either your kinetic or energy slot, you get 2 rounds. Same thing with sniper rifles and fusion rifles. You get 2 rounds. If you don't hit them in the head with the shotgun, you're going to have to use your second round to take them out, or a melee, and then you're out, or you'll have one more after you kill that person. And then you have to figure out what to do after that. So if you're using 2 shotguns, or a shotgun and a sniper rifle or whatever, you're only going to have 1 shot with each one. So if you have a shotgun in the kinetic slot and a shotgun in the energy slot, you'll only have 1 shotgun shell for each gun when you spawn. Every time you spawn, you'll have 1 shot with each, and then you'd have to switch guns. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to run with 2 shotguns, but you can run a shotgun in the kinetic slot, and then you can use a weapon with primary ammo in the energy slot, and you can work it that way. It's all going to depend on your playstyle, and there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period to get used to how the Crucible works now. And it works a lot more like Crucible used to work in Destiny 1. So if you kind of remember how you played in Destiny 1, this is kind of how Destiny 2 will act. Alright, so what else has changed? Cayde 6 is no longer in the hangar. He's no longer responsible for giving rewards for flashpoints. Now, you get the flashpoints from whatever vendor planet the flashpoint is on. So if it's on Mars, it'll be Ana Bray, etc. Additionally, when you finish your Crucible or Strike weekly, used to be a milestone and now it's not, you will get it as soon as you finish it. You don't have to talk to anyone. And that's another thing. The milestones have changed. You'll still see the clan XP on your milestones, but a lot of the other ones that used to be there, a lot of the weekly ones, are now tied to the planet or area that they represent. So now the one that used to be with Shaxx is now tied to Crucible. You go into the Crucible area and quick play or competitive. After playing 3 matches, you get your powerful engram. Play one of the legacy strikes and you get your powerful engram. Play the Nightfall and finish and get your powerful engram. Once you get your clan XP, you'll have to go talk to Hawthorne to get your engram, and same thing with the flashpoint. So if you have these, some of those things are going to be on the map itself. Some things are going to be in your pursuits, in your inventory. Now currently, you're still able to put mods on your weapons and armor. So if you have already taken care of that, you're actually ahead of the game, because that will change then September 4th. There are now heroic story missions, and the Nightfalls have 3 choices. You have 3 choices of Nightfalls, so if you're looking for a particular weapon that a particular Nightfall drops, you don't have to wait for a month or months for that particular Nightfall to come back. It should come back within a week or 2 weeks at the most. So if you're looking for a particular Nightfall weapon to drop, then you can go ahead and do that. Now, score modifiers have been disabled until Forsaken comes out. And do remember, the current Nightfall is capped out at 270, and the new Nightfalls are going to go up to 500. So once you get to 440 power level, you'll no longer be able to access the 400 level Nightfall. You'll have to go up to the 500. Heroic story missions, instead of having the memories and talking directly to Ikora, you go to the director, you go to the strikes or Vanguard section, and heroic story missions are there. And there are 3 different ones. If you're having trouble, just go above, right above where it says launch, and it'll say what the mission is that you're playing. Click on that, and then you will get your choice of the 3 different missions, 3 different power levels that are recommended for each one, and there are modifiers for the heroic story missions, which is why they make them heroic. Now, going through the heroic story missions, you can relive the campaign that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do, and it's on a more challenging difficulty than when you initially did it. And since it has modifiers, that adds another little twist to it, making it either a little bit more difficult or a little bit easier to do. And you get to see those cutscenes, and it's kind of a homage right now to Cayde, but just to the campaign in general and the story as it unfolds. So even though you don't get a lot of rewards for doing the heroic story missions, at least right now, it may change a little bit in the Forsaken. They may give you some resources or a little bit of an incentive other than just the XP, because I think the XP bonus will be significant since you are doing it on a harder difficulty level. Now, as an aside, right now you cannot earn any prototype or bright engrams through Eververse. Your level is locked at level 30 if you're already there. If you're still leveling up, every level should still get you an engram that you can turn into Eververse, but you cannot earn new ones once you hit 30 or until the Forsaken comes out. Then it will revert back to every level you get an engram. And then once you get up to the maximum level, which will be level 50, then you'll get an engram every time you fill up that bar. Now, if you get an exotic engram, or if you get a legendary engram that turns into an exotic, or a powerful engram and you get an exotic from that, do be sure to check it out, even if it is at a lower level than your current one, because it will more than likely have the new roles for the Forsaken DLC. So do not automatically get rid of it. But this also means that your old or current exotics that you have, at least the armor pieces, are going to be replaced once the Forsaken comes out, or if you get one in this next week. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.